Living the high life. Yeah, designer clothes, fancy lattes, weekly massages. That's the dream, right? But what if I told you you could ditch all of that and still be broke? Wait, what? Hold on to your metaphorical venti caramel macchiatos, because today we're busting a huge money-saving myth. Picture this. You're standing in line at your favorite coffee shop, eagerly awaiting your morning caffeine fix. As you reach for your wallet, you can't help but wonder, is this daily indulgence really worth it? Welcome to the world of the Latte Factor, a concept that has sparked debates and discussions among personal finance enthusiasts for years. But what exactly is the Latte Factor? And why does it hold such sway over our spending habits? Today, we're diving deep into the heart of the matter, unraveling the mysteries behind the Latte Factor and uncovering its implications for our financial well-being. So grab your favorite brew, settle in, and let's embark on a journey to understand the truth behind the Latte Factor phenomenon. So what exactly is the Latte Factor? Well, it's the idea that by eliminating small recurring expenses from your daily routine, you can free up more money to put towards your savings or investments. So it sounds pretty straightforward, right? But here's where things get interesting. Upon closer inspection, we start to see cracks in the foundation of the Latte Factor. For starters, it oversimplifies the complex nature of personal finance. Sure, cutting back on daily indulgences can save you some cash, but it ignores the larger financial decisions that have a more significant impact on your bottom line. Now, let's bring it back to reality with a real-life scenario. Take Sarah, for example. She decides to give up her daily latte in an effort to save money. But instead of funneling those savings into her retirement account, she ends up splurging on other unnecessary expenses. In this case, the Latte Factor falls short because it fails to address Sarah's underlying spending habits and financial goals. First up, let's address the elephant in the room. The notion that saving money is all about deprivation and sacrifice. Sure, cutting back on expenses can help, but it's not the only path to financial freedom. It's time to dispel the myth that frugality equals misery and show that saving money can actually enhance your quality of life. Next on the chopping block is the oversimplified advice that's often dished out when it comes to money management. The truth is, personal finance is anything but one size fits all. What works for one person may not work for another, and it's essential to tailor our approach to fit our unique circumstances and goals. Another critical point to consider is the tendency to overlook individual circumstances when doling out financial advice. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and what works for someone in their 20s may not be feasible for someone in their 40s with a family to support. It's time to stop with the cookie-cutter solutions and start embracing a more personalized approach to money management. Last but not least, let's talk about the psychological effects of money-saving advice. For many of us, the pressure to pinch pennies can lead to feelings of guilt and anxiety. But here's the thing, saving money shouldn't be a source of stress. It's about making intentional choices that align with our values and priorities, without sacrificing our mental well-being in the process. First up, let's talk about practical alternatives to the traditional cutting back approach. Instead of focusing solely on what we can give up, let's shift our mindset towards finding smarter ways to spend and save. Whether it's finding more affordable substitutes for our favorite indulgences or maximizing the value of our purchases through rewards, programs, and discounts. There are plenty of creative ways to stretch our dollars further without sacrificing our happiness. Next on the agenda is the importance of budgeting effectively. A budget is more than just a financial roadmap. It's a tool that empowers us to take control of our money and make informed decisions about how we allocate our resources. By tracking our income and expenses, setting realistic spending limits, and prioritizing our financial goals, we can avoid overspending and build a solid foundation for a secure financial future. Another key aspect of achieving financial success is investing in self-improvement. Whether it's furthering our education, acquiring new skills, or investing in our health and well-being, self-improvement is an investment in ourselves that pays dividends in the long run. By continuously learning and growing, we not only increase our earning potential, but also enhance our overall quality of life. Last, but certainly not least, let's talk about long-term wealth-building strategies. Building wealth isn't just about saving money. It's about making strategic investments that generate passive income and grow our net worth over time. Whether it's investing in the stock market, real estate, or starting our own business, there are plenty of avenues for building wealth that extend beyond traditional savings accounts. By diversifying our investments and taking a long-term view of our financial future, we can create a legacy of prosperity for ourselves and future generations. First things first, let's conduct a financial impact assessment to understand the true cost of those daily indulgences. While a $5 latte may not seem like much on its own, when you factor in the frequency of these purchases over time, the numbers start to add up. By crunching the numbers and assessing the real impact on our wallets, we can gain valuable insight into our spending habits and identify areas where we can make smarter choices. It's easy to dismiss those daily indulgences as insignificant, but when you look at the big picture, you start to see just how much they can impact your bottom line. Whether it's a daily latte, a weekly takeout meal, or a monthly subscription service, these small expenses can quickly snowball into significant costs over time. By recognizing the cumulative effect of these expenses, we can take proactive steps to rein in our spending and prioritize our financial goals. Every dollar we spend on non-essential items is a dollar that could have been invested or put toward achieving our long-term goals. By conducting an opportunity cost analysis, we can weigh the benefits of indulging in small luxuries against the potential gains of saving and investing that money for the future. It's about making informed decisions that align with our priorities and values. Last, but certainly not least, let's talk about the power of compound interest and savings growth. By redirecting those funds from daily indulgences into savings or investment accounts, we can harness the power of compounding to grow our wealth over time. Whether it's contributing to a retirement account, building an emergency fund, or investing in the stock market, every dollar saved today has the potential to multiply exponentially in the future. By understanding the long-term benefits of saving and investing, we can make smarter choices that set us up for financial success down the road. At its core, fostering a healthy relationship with money isn't about deprivation or sacrifice. It's about making intentional choices that align with our values and long-term goals. And that includes our daily spending habits, like our morning coffee ritual. From the perspective of the Latte Factor, cutting out those small daily indulgences can seem like the key to financial success. And while there's some truth to that, it's essential to approach it with balance and perspective. So, enjoying a latte or treating yourself to your favorite small indulgence isn't inherently bad. In fact, it can be a source of joy and pleasure in our lives. But it's about finding the right balance between indulgence and responsibility. When we view our spending through the lens of the Latte Factor, we start to understand the value of our money in a new light. It's not just about the cost of a single latte. It's about the opportunity cost of that latte and how it aligns with our broader financial goals. As we wrap up our exploration of the Latte Factor myth, it's clear that there's more to the story than meets the eye. While the concept of cutting back on small expenses has its merits, it's essential to approach it with a critical eye and a healthy dose of skepticism. The Latte Factor may have captured our attention with its catchy slogan and seemingly simple solution to financial woes. Still, upon closer examination, we see that it's just one piece of the puzzle, and certainly not a one-size-fits-all solution. Instead of blindly following generic advice, let's embrace personalized financial strategies that take into account our individual circumstances, values, and goals. Whether it's enjoying a daily latte or prioritizing savings, the key is to make choices that align with our unique financial journey. By arming ourselves with knowledge, understanding, and a healthy dose of skepticism, we can navigate the complexities of personal finance with confidence and clarity. So, as we bid farewell to the latte factor myth, let's remember that there's no one-size-fits-all solution to financial success. Instead, let's embrace personalized strategies, empower ourselves to make informed choices, and embark on a journey towards a brighter financial future, one latte at a time.